Previously on Big Brother Canada.
By a vote of 7-2.
When Andrew was evicted from the house, the first 5 were cut down to 4.
Finally, the head of the monster, Andrew, is gone, and now all we need to do is get rid of the rest of the body.
The next HOH competition was a test of speed and memory that blindsided players one by one.
Sorry, Mumsy.
And proved yet again that this house is truly divided.
This is like an out-and-out line drawn in sand that John is on the other side.
In the end, Heather came out on top and was named head of household. With that, the power was placed fully in the hands of the outsiders.
Not only are we safe, but we're taking over this house.
Now that Heather's HOH, we have no power, and we're going to have to do some serious work.
With the house split in two, Arlie's position in the middle came under threat.
I got your number, boy. I am not fooled by how Arlie's playing this game. So if he's hiding anything from me, I will figure it out.
And with showmance Andrew out of the picture, Allison struggled to choose sides.
I need to stop crying and get my head back in the game.
At the nomination ceremony, Heather put Pawn Star Allison up against King Kenny.
I'm going to fight till the death. By no means is this over for me.
Tonight, it's one side of the house versus the other, with Allison's allegiance up for grabs. Will Arlie get burned for playing both sides?
You little rat. I knew it.
And which house guest will earn the biggest power of the season?
This could change the whole game.
It all happens now on Big Brother Canada.
Let's just get rowdy, baby. Let's just dance.
Sarah, you are safe.
I have nominated you, Allison, and you, Kenny, for eviction. Kenny, I find you to be a very strong player in this game, and my biggest threat. Allison, you are strictly my pawn. This nomination ceremony is now complete.
Being nominated for eviction sucks. It's like you aren't as safe as you think you are, and there's a possibility that you may go home. But it kind of makes me a little more determined to stay here. When I'm being pushed, I push back even harder.
I've just been put on the block, and I have no idea where I stand in this house. And it's really scary.
The house is completely divided right now. On the other side, we have Sarah, Sabrina, Rochelle, Kenny, and Allison is right in the middle. She has no idea where to lay her cards right now. If we can get her over on our side, even for the next few weeks, it's definitely gonna help us.
Even though I secretly flipped to the other side of the house, I'm still trying to look out for Sarah. I'm keeping a close eye on her, though, because her relationship with Kenny is starting to worry me.
Oh, I'm so stupid.
No, I think your social game is very good.
I don't want to turn my back on Kenny, but I know First Five is a sinking ship, so I'm still trying to keep my hand in the Plan B alliance with Arlie.
Making the first big move in this game is a little bit scary and could potentially put a huge target on my back. I'm putting a lot of faith in Arlie, John, Netta, and Adele for all of this to come together and work out nicely. Hi, baby.
Wasn't sweet enough? Oh no, I can't even.
I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you here. bleacher room with Allison. She's feeling very insecure about being on the block.
It makes me think you have something on the go with Mumsy.
I have my reasons for not putting up Sarah, but ultimately this was just what I had to do.
She's clearly keeping a couple secrets that she can't tell me right now as to why I'm on the block. I don't know what you know. I'm not part of the original 5. I think you can find out who those 5 might be.
You have Kenny, Sarah, Arlie, Sabrina. Rochelle's not even in it. I had my suspicions about those 5 already working together, but this just shows me that Allison is putting faith and some trust in me as well.
Because I was so close to Andrew and spent so much time with him, I was able to figure out who his alliance was. I stepped into Gordo's spot. They call me Gordo, but I'm not. I'm the low man on the totem pole.
Oh.
So those 4 are working together. They won't keep me. Is my math wrong? Or am I missing something here?
It's gonna work out. And you're gonna see it work.
I really hope you have something crazy. You know something crazy.
I do. I just can't tell you what it is. What Allison doesn't know is that Arlie is secretly working with us, and we have the votes to make her stay.
Will I know eventually?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm a little concerned. Allison's in the bedroom alone with John and Adele.
I know. I have a feeling they're pulling her.
Allison is essentially a floater right now. She's at the bottom of both alliances. She is completely up for grabs, and both sides should be fighting for her.
We just need to make sure she stays on the block because I have a feeling she might get turned.
Yeah, me too. This is a numbers game, and now that there's a clear divide between sides, Allison becomes a lot more important in this game. If she decides to flip to the other side, we could be in a lot of trouble.
If she doesn't leave, she's gonna go with whoever has the numbers next week.
Well, she still has.
Well, no, but then if she goes over there, then they have the numbers, so I guess she gets to decide.
Yeah.
At this point, it is crucial that Allison doesn't choose the other side because I've trusted her with a lot of things. And if she chooses the other side, she's just upping their numbers. And the people that Andrew was loyal to are the people she's gonna help get out.
I'm happy with how things are going this week.
Is Alley Cat all right?
Yeah, she's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Good.
She's putting her faith and trust in me, and she potentially wants to work with me because she thinks that the alliance that she's in doesn't have her back anymore.
Really?
After talking to Allison, I decided it's a good idea to talk to my alliance and let them know that Allison is starting to want to build trust with me and that it's a good time to start pulling her into our side of the house. I found out that the alliance is Arlie, Sarah, Kenny, Allison, and Sabrina. Rochelle's not even in it. That's and the only reason Allison was in it was because of Andrew.
But like Arlie's 100% pretending with them, yes?
Yes. We won't say anything about that, right?
No, I'm not saying Allison informs Heather that there's a 5-man crew on the other side. But what Allison doesn't know, Arlie has been working with us.
How perfect is that? We gotta make sure we get Kenny out this week. So hopefully everyone from our side gets to play in the POV and send him packing. Yes.
Hey everyone! It's time to pick players for the Power of Veto competition!
This POV is do or die. If I don't win, I die. I'm out of this game.
Only 6 people will participate in the veto competition. The head of household, the 2 nominees, and 3 other players selected by random draw. Will the nominees please join me up here?
I need to win that POV to ensure my safety. I don't want Sarah, Arlie, Sabrina, or Rochelle to be picked because if they win, they might take Kenny off the block or keep nominations the same.
As head of household, I will pick first.
I don't want to play in this POV. I know I have to really try for both sides.
Arlie.
That's me! Yeah, boy, Shebang compete. Yeah. Ranner.
Shebang-a-tang.
I will not try to win this challenge.
Allison, you're next. Savvy.
Real sad.
Kenny.
Rochelle. I'm extremely happy with the players that got picked out of the bag, and I think that I'm in a pretty good position to stay in this game.
These are not the people I wanted to be up here. Most of these people are people who will mess up my nomination, and I can't let that happen. I've also been tasked with choosing a host for the veto competition, and I picked John! Woo! Good luck, everyone!
The POV pick went great. The only thing that could have been better is if I would have been picked for the POV. If I could have won, that would have kept myself and Kenny both safe.
No, that's great. Yeah, that's literally almost the best that it could be.
Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good.
So I have a really good chance of not going home now, and to see their faces drop, it's nice. I wish I was a fly on the wall in their room now when they go up there and be like,
That is the worst possible. Worst.
Big Brother Canada house guests are competing for a $100,000 cash prize, a $25,000 home shopping spree at the Brick, and a $10,000 trip of a lifetime, courtesy of our friends at Twistos.
Life in the Big Brother house is really hard sometimes. We fight, we lie. We're like a big dysfunctional family. We're all so different in so many ways. But the one thing we have in common is we like to let loose.
Let's just get rowdy, baby. Let's just dance.
There's always going to be times in the Big Brother house where, people aren't seeing eye to eye. It's important to have these times when we can all go out and just shake the booties a little bit.
We just winding and grinding at the hot tub party.
This is awesome! But at the end of the day, this is a game, and we all have to compete.
You look good.
I love it.
House guests, you are dressed as miners about to pan for gold. History Network has given us this clip as inspiration for our challenge.
Hello, Big Brother house guests. I'm Guillaume Broder from History's Yukon Gold. I've been fighting Mother Nature for 16 years now, sluicing for gold. It's more than a precious metal, it feeds my family. It's a way of life. I have to find gold to survive. I understand you're learning a thing or two about survival as well. So head into the backyard and get ready to get your hands dirty. You'll be digging in the dirt too. Good luck.
We get out into the backyard and the whole place has been transformed into a gold rush industry. There's a bunch of dirt with shovels and buckets that we're gonna be digging in. Super excited to find out what this challenge is all about.
House guests, welcome to Yukon Gold, where a little bit of panning can win you a whole bunch of power. This is how it works. In this dirt pit are hundreds of golden tiles. Some tiles are blank, and some have letters on them. Your goal is to get a pail of dirt, sluice for letters, find as many as you can, run to your puzzle board, and make the longest word you can.
What?
You have 20 minutes to complete a word, but if you're feeling golden, close your puzzle board and stand in front, because the person with the longest word wins the power of VO! The winner also will receive a history prize pack, including a genuine golden nugget.
Wow! Yeah! It's time to dip for some gold!
This is a huge POV, and I need to win it. Otherwise, I really think I'm going home.
This POV is absolutely crucial. I can't let Kenny win because he'll take himself off the block, and he's the one that I want gone in this house.
This POV competition is literally the most important competition I've had to date in this game. But if I don't win this, I'm going home. Ready, set, go. It falls to the wall. Everybody's freaking out. They run to their pails and they start shoveling. Oh, Jesus. We have to fill up our pails, run over to the sluicing station, and basically pan for gold. We have small pieces that are in the dirt that have letters on them.
Keep it up, Allie. You're looking good, girl.
It's not too bad. I'm actually pretty good at sifting. I'm thinking I could maybe do this for a living. Then we run from that station to our boards and try to spell out the biggest word possible.
Good man, Kenny. Good job, Heather. Take your time, princess.
This competition is very stressful. This is a very big competition between me and Kenny, and my spelling's not the best.
I really hope Heather knows how to spell.
Good job, Arlie.
Too many blanks.
Good job, bro.
People are definitely watching me to see if I'm going to throw this comp or not. I don't want them to think I'm throwing it. My strategy is to kill the first half of the challenge, get as many letters as possible, and then I can just take my time spelling a half-assed word, and it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to try so hard at the first half that no one can question me.
Nice work, Sabs. You're working hard, honey.
The hardest part of this thing is sifting through all those rocks and dirt and finding the letters. It was actually really cold water, and it's really cold on my hands.
10 minutes has passed. 10 minutes remain.
The tiles are pretty reflective since they're gold. However, finding tiles that would work in a word is much harder. There are no vowels. I've got a bunch of blanks and a couple consonants. I need to get some vowels. Vincent, there are no vowels. Vowels, just vowels, come on. So that's my goal at this point, is to get back to that dirt and find some vowels for myself.
After the first 2 or 3 trips, the floor is getting kind of slippery and muddy from everybody kind of trampling back and forth.
Get a big word, guys. The biggest word's the smartest thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah, I just totally rolled my ankle.
I actually roll my ankle, so I'm trying to focus on, spelling a word or whatever, and I can't even stand on my left leg. I panic for a second. I know I freeze up, my heartbeat quickens, my brain goes fuzzy. But this kind of calm overwhelms me, and I just get back into it. I refocus, I get back in the game, and I go even harder.
For Kenny.
Good math, Ken boy.
House guests, you have 2 minutes left.
I have a lot of bigger words in my head that are hopefully 9, 10-letter words, and hopefully I can beat Kenny's word.
I don't have a vowel. Just need one.
Good girl, Allison.
I see everybody else making words, and I'm still scrambling to find a vowel. And I'm starting to panic. If I don't get a vowel, I can't make any words. God damn vowel. Back is killing me.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. House guests, when I say your name, please open your board and reveal your word.
My heart is racing like crazy. I know that this is the most important thing for me in this game, and I almost can't even look.
Allison.
Probably something I'm going to do later. Cry. No vowels.
That's cute, though.
Rochelle.
I finished with a 5-letter word, and I'm hoping it's good enough.
Sabrina.
Shocks. Pressed and shocks. I think Rochelle and Sabrina are throwing this challenge. If not, it's a pathetic attempt at winning it. And if they are throwing it, they might as well come up with a better word like I did.
Arlie.
In this house, we do an awful lot of farting.
Oh, my. Oh, my God.
So funny.
Kenny.
It isn't very shocking that I'm on the block this week.
Kenny, that's an 8-letter word. The biggest word thus far.
It's between me and Heather. I am feeling pretty good. I'm feeling like it could go 50-50 because I knew that Heather was rearranging a lot of different letters. So I'm nervous.
Heather.
Wishful.
Heather, that is also an 8-letter word. But unfortunately, it is spelt wrong.
Wishful is spelled with 1 L, Heather. Oops.
Kenny, you have won the power of veto.
Holy.
I'm super annoyed. When Kenny wins the veto, she runs up, gives him the biggest hug in the world, and I know that's the nail in her coffin.
I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty smug, even. Next way. Oh, yes!
I can only hope that something happens in these next few days to give me some sort of edge against whoever goes up as the replacement nominee.
Did when I looked over and wasn't realized. I was literally like...
And I couldn't help it. I couldn't stop hugging you. Like, I know I should have, but I couldn't.
After my victory in the POV, our celebrations between me and Sarah kind of made her a little nervous that she's put a target on her back.
It. The line is drawn right now, Sarah. I'm not gonna celebrate with you if something good happens.
I know.
As happy as I am that he's safe this week, I really feel like I might have made a fatal error by being so openly excited.
We just need somebody rooting for me not to be on that block. I don't care what happens next week. I just want to be there next week.
It could put a target on Sarah's back, so I'm going to talk to Heather, and I'm going to make sure that I can keep Sarah in this game.
So happy. Yeah, so she got really excited when he won. Let's just get rid of her, man. Let's get rid of her. Yeah?
There was a point in this game when I trusted Sarah more than anyone else. She was my number one. But now, Sarah's in a little too deep with Kenny. I can't tell how much I can trust her or not, and I really have no more use for her in this game.
When Tyler Hash went, that's what I'll say. We'll go with Momsy. Yeah. Yeah. She's gone. It'll happen. And I'll be the deciding vote to prove it. Exactly, and you prove your loyalty too.
I really think that me and Harley, we have a lot of trust going between us right now, and this was definitely a turning point and put my head at rest.
All right, done. Love it.
So where's your head at for tomorrow, now that your biggest target has taken himself off?
Well, biggest target. I'm
I need to take the target off of Sarah's back, so I'm basically trying to highlight another big player in the game, so Heather considers it a big move, and we're safe for the week. John has done nothing but lie, cheat, and steal since he's been here, and I'm tired of it, and I'm gonna go after him.
Mistake number 1, Kenny. Don't you know that I'm already working with John?
I can guarantee you that I will not come after you for the next 2 weeks. As much as I possibly can for 2 weeks, 1 week guaranteed.
Mistake number 2, Kenny. You're only promising me 1 week? Are you kidding me? 1 week. Right now, I really need to hear where people's minds are at.
Mumsy is my girl, and I still guarantee you that next week I will not come after you if you promise me not to put up Mumsy. That's the one person that is near and dear to my heart in here. I don't want to see Mumsy up there.
Mistake number 3, Kenny. Telling me how important Sarah is to you and your game. I'm definitely going to put that at the very top of my list.
Thank you very much. All right, baby. I'm sure you have many knocks on your door.
Yeah.
Sleep well.
Now that Kenny has made it blatantly obvious who my next target should be, I want to see what the rest of my alliance thinks. If we kick out Mumsy, that cuts ties with Kenny and Sabrina and Allison, which is huge.
I just talked to Harley, and he wanted me to come back and tell you that it's Mumsy he wants.
It is?
Yep.
John tells me that Arlie has given the go to put up Sarah as a replacement nominee. I'm ecstatic. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
He wants to show his loyalty to everyone in here. He goes, I know that's what I want, it's what you want, it's what everyone else wants.
But I feel like putting Sarah on the block is still a really big move to make.
You split up the power couple, that's massive.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Furnishings for the Big Brother Canada house provided by The Brick.
Because they got me doing the burning. I didn't even bring it to the group. They brought it to the group.
It's just an ordinary day in the Big Brother house, or so I thought. In the Big Brother house, everything is kind of the same. So when something changes, it's for a reason. So I check out these new mysterious flowers, and I find a clue. As I look at it, I find out it's from Big Brother, and it's almost like a riddle. It's sending me on a scavenger hunt for a secret power. What's happening? On this first clue that I find, it says, to find your second clue, make a splash. Make a splash. And I'm thinking, hey, that's gotta be the swimming pool. Bored. At this point, my heart is racing. I'm so excited. I want this superpower so bad. And if anybody catches me while I'm trying to get this power, I can just kiss it goodbye. I'm at the pool, and I realize there are 3 pucks at the bottom of the pool. It's gotta be on one of those.
Sorry, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pizza time.
deadly.
You ready, boo?
Is it almost ready?
It's done.
Okay, I'll be right back. I want to change. I'm wearing this for almost a day and a half. So this second clue leads me to believe I need to go somewhere hot where I'm cold.
The last time I didn't even get a bite of it. Is the pizza done?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here. I can't even eat. I want to eat it so bad, but I'm so full. I was like freezing. I had to change.
Ned Ball's wanting?
She knows it's ready.
You want pizza?
Yeah, just one slice, please.
Is it still light out?
Gotcha, big brother.
I gotta go check the light out.
You love taunting.
Read it like a book from left to right, then find 1 and 3, and you'll be out of sight. Turn them right, then turn them back, or else the door won't open a crack. Oh my God, is that my secret room? Look for 1 and 3. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I get scared easy.
Hi, beautiful.
Have a bite, Ollie.
I can't.
Come on.
Oh, no. No, I didn't.
Do you have nail polish remover?
I'll bring some.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I just need a second. Hello, secret room. I'm back. Oh my God. So, brings back memories. So weird.
Hello, house guest. Congratulations, you found Big Brother's secret room. Inside this room is a secret power. You want to know what it is, don't you? Well, it's a secret power of veto. Okay, here's your final clue. The venting in this room is 3 times as good as the hot air you've been hearing inside the rest of the house. Tap 3 times, and it's all yours.
3 times is hotter, higher. Three times. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 times is good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I have a little veto. Oh my God, I have a secret veto. This is amazing. Oh my God. I have a secret veto. This is the craziest thing. I love this room.
Congratulations, you found the secret power of veto. Listen carefully. This POV is good for 3 nomination ceremonies, and it can even be used after the regular power of veto. Telling any other house guest about your secret power, or even this secret room, will result in an instant eviction. Yours.
Thank you, big brother. Okay, I need to get out of here.
They're not burning.
No, that's good.
They're not burnt. I just checked them.
This could change the whole game. It's so powerful. It's just the best thing I could ask for right now. Mwah.
Hey, Heather. Oh, hi. Little game in the house the boys and the girls like to play where one person will come up with an insult, whisper it to the other person, and then that person has to say it to the person you're insulting. It's kind of been guys versus girls.
Hey, Adele, we know you're horny, but why don't you stop molesting that bear?
Oh!
They're not witty or clever. They're just as stupid as you can make them.
Hey, Allison. Nice camel toe.
Oh!
I'm pulling up even more!
You got it. Hey, John. Arlie's pinky toe has more hair than your chest.
Hey, girls. If we put all 3 of your boobs together, we still only got double Ds.
Oh, yeah, Adele? Adele, wait.
What the?
Adele, the 90s called They Want Your Shorts Back.
The girls will always win. We're wittier, clever, and just prettier. Sorry, boys.
Wasn't the boobs one funny?
Yeah, that was good.
I asked Kenny to have a chat because I know for a fact I'm going to vote Sarah out. But I want to maybe plant a seed of doubt in his head and see if he'll believe that Sabrina's the one that votes against Sarah. I don't think she'd flip to the other side at all. I think she would be keeping Allison over Sarah because she wouldn't have to worry about breaking you and Sarah up down the road because she believes she has Allison 100%. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
If it does happen and somebody ends up voting for Allison and Sarah goes home, I 100% do not think it was Sabby. I really don't think she'd do that right now.
Yeah, I don't think it will happen. I just... This conversation is the nail in the coffin for mine and his alliance. If Sarah ends up going home, Kenny knows it's me that voted her out.
I'm just freaking out because if Sarah goes home, I know somebody f***ed up and I will lose my mind. I will go crazy.
I hear that, man.
Yeah, well, anyways, like you said, we'll see what happens.
We will.
I leave the conversation with Arlie feeling pretty crappy, actually, because I'm almost positive that he's flipped. So I need to kind of meet up with the girls and let them know what's up with Arlie.
Where's Arlie?
I have a very big suspicion Arlie's flipped.
What? Why? I'm having a heart attack. What are we gonna do?
Okay, everybody calm down.
I know that Arlie's flipped, but I know there's still a small chance that he might keep me in this game, so I want to keep everybody as calm as possible.
What the hell happened?
Nothing, we just had a conversation. He didn't say anything, really. I just by the way he was talking to me and the way he was, like, I just felt like he was lying. It really sucks in this moment knowing that Arlie's potential disloyalty is going to destroy my game at this point. It's gonna probably leave me high and dry. But honestly, if everything is as it should be, then we should be fine for this week.
I'm just happy that we have each other because it's clear that Allison's going home, so.
Kenny came out here to tell the rest of the Alliance that I might be flipping, so I'm here to stop him dead in his tracks.
Well, I mean, it just would be incredibly stupid for anybody to switch over right now when we would have the numbers and they would have 2 people in power for next week, or 3 people potentially to go for HOH, when we could have something that we've had for weeks and weeks and weeks. of loyalty and trust.
Kenny just assumes that I'm being turned by the other side. He doesn't realize that I've created the other side to fight this side.
I trust all of you, so I'm not concerned.
Such is life in the Big Brother house. This week, I have won the power of veto. I will definitely be using the veto to take myself off the block. Heather could name Sabrina as a replacement nominee because they have a rocky relationship at best. They used to have an all-girls alliance, and Sabrina turned her back on that, so I definitely think Heather could take that into account. Heather could also name Sarah as a replacement nominee. They're going to try to break up a strong couple, and Sarah's my girl in this game. Heather drives me absolutely insane. Her voice, the way she plays this game, I'm gonna be gunning for Heather extremely hard if she puts Sarah up on the block.
I'm trying to figure out last minute if I want to use my secret power of veto or if I'm going to trust what this new alliance is telling me that I'll be safe. If I don't use it and I go home, I will never live it down.
This is the power of veto ceremony. Allison and I have been nominated for eviction, but I have earned the power to veto one of Heather's nominations. I have decided to use the power of veto on myself. Heather, since I've just vetoed one of your choices for eviction, I will need you to name a replacement nominee.
My replacement nominee is Sarah.
This power of veto ceremony is complete.
I'm on the block. Things are looking pretty dire for Mumsy. Arlie is my only shot to stay in this game.
I'm such a fan of this game that turning off my emotions is no big thing. Sarah, you legitimately dug your own grave. You did it to yourself.
I consider putting up Sarah a very big move in this house. I know that if she goes home, that she is going to weaken my biggest target, which is Kenny.
Sarah up on the block is the worst case scenario. I'm pretty sure that Arlie is flipped to the other side now, and I'm worried because if he has, Sarah's going home.
I've decided not to use my secret power of veto. I'm putting all of my trust into Heather's side of the house, and I'm just hoping that I do not live to regret this moment.
Who will be evicted from the Big Brother house? Sarah or Allison? And how will the house survive this season's first double eviction? Find out Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Big Brother Canada.